Okay, everyone, we're going to begin with the questions now. Strategy practice. Did you understand all of Sadie Caddick's answers? Which answer would you like to know more about? Explain why. Okay, guys, this is a great time to pull out a piece of paper or open up a Word document or a Google Doc and write down. Tell me, did you understand all of Sadie Caddick's answers? And remember, her answers are going to be what's next to her name. And if you didn't, that's fine. Be sure to say no, and we'll discuss that. Which answer would you like to know more about? And explain why. Write all of your questions down in that Google Doc that you may have about this interview, and this would be a good time for you to share or us to Zoom or share a video, or we can just email back and forth and discuss this, because I want you to absolutely understand what this interview is about. That way you're able to understand other interviews in the future. Skill practice. Read each question. Fill in the bubble next to the correct answer. Now remember, we discussed in the last video that you may not be able to fill in that bubble, but you sure can give me a Google Doc and put the letter that's by your answer next to the question number. All right, let's begin. Skill practice. Read each question. Fill in the bubble next to the correct answer. Number 1, what is the main idea of the interview? Okay, guys, I'm sure y'all have learned about main idea before. Main idea is what is the main topic they're talking about in this story. A lot of times you can find that at the beginning of the story, or in this case, the beginning of the interview. The main idea is what this story is about, what the author is trying to talk about in this story. Is it A, computers are faster than drawing by hand? B, teams do a better job than individuals? C, animated movies take a long time? Or D, working as an animator is a fun career? Now remember, we're not looking for just a sentence that you find inside this story. We're looking for what this entire story or interview is about. Not just one sentence, but the answer you're going to choose is telling us about this entire story. So when you get an answer, ask yourself, does this tell about the whole story or just a part of the story? Because we want to know about the whole story, right? Okay, let's go to number 2. Number 2, what does Sadie Caddick like best about her job? A, creating lots of characters. B, bringing characters to life. C, exploring a story. Or D, making commercials. This would be a good time to re-listen to the story or reread the story yourself, and I highly encourage that if you're able to do so. And look, she tells in this story what is her favorite part or what she likes best about this job. And then you can go back and forth to your answers and choose the very best one that you think tells what Sadie Caddick likes best about her job. 3, what do the boldface words tell you? Remember, the boldface words are over to the left. We talked about this at the very beginning. A, the questions the interviewer is asking. B, who is speaking. C, Sadie's answers to the questions. Or D, what each section is about. Okay, remember when I read the story, I told you what those boldface words that are over to the left mean. Be sure to go back and listen to that. 4, which is not something that happened when Sadie worked on a movie? A, she worked with a fun team. B, she was able to develop the story. C, she finished the project in a week. Or D, she created many different characters. If you go back and listen to that story again, you'll find something that did not happen. So 3 of these things did happen. 1 of them didn't. Can you find out which one didn't happen? It's kind of like a scavenger hunt, guys. That's kind of fun. All right. If you have any questions, be sure to email me and get it turned in on at least a Google Doc. Thanks, guys.